not on the skis. I cross country. I've never done downhill.
Would like to do cross country actually.
I tried learning downhill once, and I've
That's awesome. You know, that's what she should be doing, right? And studying. And studying. Yes, mommy, I'm studying. She's studying. I know she's studying.
I'm just warming up.
Shabbat shalom. And please don't worry about prayer books this evening. We have visual tefillah, although unless you're leading, then of course I would have your prayer book. And welcome to our new member Shabbat. And we have a special oneg, don't we? Yes, we do. I'm very excited about this oneg. Yes. So it's so nice to be with all of you. Let's take a deep breath in. Behold how good and how pleasant it is that we are together as one congregational family. Hine Matov.
Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
We now continue the lighting of the Shabbos candles. I'd like to call upon our bar mitzvah of tomorrow morning, Jonah Cohen and his parents Sherry and Nat, and beloved siblings Ari and Shayna. Want to see each of this? Thank you for getting that out of the way. Okay.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so as we may, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own way, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotam v'tzivan, lahadlik ner shal Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And now that we've welcomed Shabbat, I invite you to welcome the person next to you. Wish them a Shabbat Shalom. Wave at someone you may not know. Wish them a Shabbat Shalom. Over there, she's going to move over.
Seat of honor.
Shabbat Shalom, Jonah.
Oop. What, after I do that?
Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. All the earth, a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. All the earth, a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. I will sing unto God a new song. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Emanu-El hamiuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, l'shem lo tiferet v'litila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Please turn to page 144 in the blue page numbers and join me in Yitgadal v'Yitkadash. Yitgadal v'Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah Ve'elma divirach irutei ve'amlich malchutei B'chayoechon uvyomechon Uv'chayei chol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala, ba'agala, uvizman kariv, be'imeru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach, le'olam ulal me'al maya, yitbarach, yitbarach, ve'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yithalal, Shmei dekudesha birichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran belma, ve'imeru, amen.
Invite you, if you're able to please rise for Baruch Hu. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, bechokma poteach she'arim, ubitfuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umisader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem barakir kirtzono. בורא יום ולילה, גולל אור מפני חושך, וחושך מפני אור, ומעביר יום מביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב ערבים.
Page 149. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim.
Page 151.
Don't mind him.
Page 151. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amcha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu v'shochbeinu v'kumeinu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem chayenu ve'orach yameinu ve'orach yameinu uvahem negeh yomam v'layla yomam v'layla ve'ahavatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael ve'haolam.
Let's take a deep breath in. Well, let's do another one. We need another one.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
Please be seated, unless you're the bar mitzvah. For tomorrow morning, Jonah will be leading us in Ve'havta.
Please turn to page 154. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ela asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Beshinantam levanecha, bedibartam bam, beshivtecha, bebetecha, uvlektecha vaderech, uvshok beha, uvkumecha, ukshartam leot al yodecha, Yuletotafot beinenecha, uchtavtam, al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha, leman tiskeru, be'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'item kedoshim lelochehem, ani Adonai Elochehem, asher hotzetiatem, me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lahem lelohim, ani Adonai Elohehem. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to these instructions which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai, your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai, your God.
Please turn to page 157.
In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered at Sinai. We bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages, your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Ya ba ba bim bidi bam, ya ba ba bim bam. Ya ba ba bim bidi bam, ya ba ba bim bam. Ay 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 ay, ya ba bim bam. Ay 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 ay, ya ba bim bam. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osefele, nora tehilot osefele, ma'alechutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei ayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze'elianu ve'amru, Adonai imloch leolam va'ed. Ya ba ba bim bidi bam, ya ba ba bim bam. Ya ba ba bim bidi bam, ya ba ba bim bam. Ay 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 ay, ya ba ba bim bam. Ay 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 ay, ya ba ba bim bam. V'nemar כי פד אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Page 161. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkivenu, Leshalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkivenu, Leshalom. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkivenu, Leshalom. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We now continue with the central portion of our worship with our tefillah. I invite you, if you're able to please rise, either physically or in spirit.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yiteli vatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atam Adonai, Eloheinu ve'avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarach, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaKadol, HaGibor ve'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei HaKol, Vezocher Hasei Avot, Ve'imahot, Umevi Ge'ula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagin, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magin Avraham, Be'etzrat Sarah. Ata Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye Akol Atarav Loshia, Mashiv HaRuach Umorid HaGashem, Mechakel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Saomech Noflim Berofei Holim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayim Emunato Lishenei Afar, Mechamocha Baal Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memit, Umechayeh, Umatzmiya Yeshua, Vene'eman Ata L'chayot HaKol, Baruch Ata Adonai, Hayeh HaKol.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
You are forever mighty, Adonai. You give life to all. You cause the wind to shift and rain to fall. You sustain life through love, giving life to all. Through great compassion, supporting the fallen, healing the sick, freeing the captive, keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of mighty acts? Who resembles you, a sovereign who takes and gives life, causing deliverance to spring up, and faithfully giving life to all? Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye HaKol. Please be seated.
Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. Adonai, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see wherever we gaze that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and explain and wonder. How filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Blessed is the Eternal One, the Holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, El HaKadosh. Thank you.
May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh ha-Shabbat.
175. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answers to our prayers.
There we may find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service.
God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ucha na'eh lechadot.
We join together. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael ve'et ha'olam b'shalom.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, hamivarech et amo Yisrael ve'et ha'olam b'shalom.
Beautiful. Thank you, Cantor. We're going to leave that slide up for just a moment. If you take a look at it in the Hebrew, you'll notice that we have something in parentheses. And in the actual prayer book, if you open it up, you won't see that there. You will see Baruch Atah Adonai Hamvarech et Amo Yisrael Bashalom, which would translate, blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses his people Israel, literally, with peace. We, of course, have been adding for a while the et ha'olam, and all the world. Canner put it in the slide. Thank you, Canner. But we do that because we are a universal religious system, Reform Judaism. We do that because we don't harden our hearts, which brings us to this week's Torah portion. Jonah's favorite Torah portion. Don't worry, Jonah, I'm not going to talk about what you're talking about tomorrow, because Jonah's going to talk about the 7 plagues that we have featured. He's going to talk about darkness tomorrow, and I highly recommend you hear him. He has a lot to say about it, and it's fabulous. But I find this portion and next week's to be one of the hardest ones, actually, to get my mind wrapped around. Because here we have this charade, this game that's being played. Moses sitting here and go to Pharaoh, say, come on, knock it off. We got to let our people go. Pharaoh says, okay, I'll let you go, and doesn't. And then we do plague after plague after plague, and Pharaoh doesn't. And in fact, who's really the victim here? It's not just the Israelites, it's the fellow Egyptians also, who have a leader like Pharaoh, this king who just doesn't get it. But his heart hardens. And it doesn't say his heart hardens. It says God hardened his heart each time. And I was always troubled by that, and I still am. And I don't have an easy answer for you. But I invite you on this Shabbat to think about that. And let me know what you think. But I'll tell you what I think it means for you and I today. And that each of us can be in a place where we can become a Pharaoh, and we can become so focused on ourselves, we don't see the world around us. And what happens from that is our heart gets hardened. So on this particular evening, when we welcome our new members, I think it's important that we pledge as a congregation to our new members that we are not going to harden our hearts. Your clergy will not harden their hearts. Your leadership will not harden their hearts. Because we're in this together. And what I love about our congregation is not just that sense of belonging, but the sense that we have so many different flavors and beauties of people around us. No one is the same. In fact, we read a story to our tots this evening for Tot Shabbat that talked about each tree is different, just like each person is different. And each of us is unique, and each of us is special. So this is a place for us not to harden our hearts, but for us to be who we're meant to be, each of us, and to do that in this loving and beautiful community. So I'm going to invite any new member who's here just to stand at your seat if you're able to, please. Cantor, please join me. We got to hear your voice. Please stand, all new members. And I'm going to invite our congregation that's around you to lift their hands with myself as we have this opportunity to bless you as you've blessed us with your presence, with your energy. And I know none of us are going to have hardened hearts from this experience. May God bless you and may God keep you. May God's radiance shine upon you and be gracious to you. And may God always be a source of wholeness, completeness, and peace in your lives, as we all say together, Amen. Mazel tov. Nice. So we're going to do one more prayer, because we have to do one more prayer, because this is what we call a Shehechianu moment. Let's do a little Shehechianu.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
In this synagogue, we are very proud of that word Israel, very proud of it. And we're also proud of being part of Ha'olam as well, the whole world. And I invite us just to take a few moments in this moment to pause in silent reflection.
יהיו לרצון אמרי פי, יהיו לרצון אמרי פי, והגיון ליבי לפניך, יהיו לרצון אמרי פי. Adonai tzuri v'goali, Adonai tzuri v'goali. My God, my rock and my redeemer, Adonai tzuri v'goali. My heart opens for you, my lips pray to you. Please, please shine through. Yehu leratzon imrei fi, Yehu leratzon imrei fi, V'hegyon libi lefanecha, Yehu leratzon imrei fi. Adonai tzuri v'goali, Adonai tzuri v'goali. My God, my rock and my redeemer, Adonai tzuri v'goali. My heart opens for you, my lips pray to you. Please, please shine through. Yehu leratzon imrei fi, Yehu leratzon imrei fi, V'hegyon libi lefanecha, Yehu leratzon imrei fi.
We now focus our energies toward those who are ill and in need of healing. That healing may be a physical one, a mental one, or a spiritual one. On this Shabbat, we think of Jasmine Anthony, Janet Agrovich, Sally Almendez, Hannah Bat Miriam, Bobby Barco, Bob Bell, Robert Berg, Dr. Arnold Berliner, Sandy Beinstock, Carol Brindell, Barry Brown, Rich Burns, Julian Cannell, Melissa Champer, Chu Chi, Talia Sorowski, Deanna Courtwright, Janice Decker, Carolyn Franklin, Holly Fugit, Marilyn Fuller, Roberta Gabriel, Josie Garcia, Marcia Gieser, Marina Gaffney, Charlene Griffin, Jack Huff, Olivia Hand, Linda Harris, Dr. Gary Height, Jennifer Johnson, Mimi Jones, Arlene German, Sylvia Karp, Evelyn Katz-McCosker, Shirley Lerner, Carol Lesage, Bobby Lotman, Emmett Lowry, Austin Lucero, Janice Lucero, Gerald Maddox, Missy Marsh, Stephen Marceri, Rich McCarthy, Neil McElwee, Rich Midor, Beverly Midor, Vivian Cooper Moore, Gunther Myberg, Lawrence Neal, Barbara Wanamaker Neiman, Gilbert Palauzo, Brad Parkins, Gabrielle Pollock, Sarah Pollock, Heidi Preston, Stephanie Rasmussen, Linda Rogers, Julius Rodriguez, Sherry Prezant, Eva Rose, Devone Ross, Patricia A. Rosie, Anthony Syons, Daryl Sanchez, Laura Sanders, Glenn Sanders, Victoria Schneider, Nina Shapiro, Shirley Silverman, Jonathan Stern, Donna Thyman, Gina Thrower, Kara Thayer, Steve Umecki, Teresa Walsh, Jeannie Watson, Nancy Weisenfeld, Eleanor Williams, Sue Witten, David Weiner, Sherman Wong, Yaakov Ben Eda, Brandon Yarkin, everyone who is suffering with coronavirus and any other illness. I wish any of you that would like to add another name to please raise your hand. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shirley? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We wish upon all those we mentioned and those who remain unnamed, a refuah shlema, a speedy and complete recovery as we join together in Mishaberach.
Mishaberach Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov. Mishaberach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, v'Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Mishaberach Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov. Mishaberach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, v'Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well.
It's my great honor now to invite forward an incredible member of our leadership. Really is, isn't she? I think she's outstanding. Yeah, she is. Come on up, Rochelle. Come do your thing. Oh, look at that. There we go. The one only Rochelle Vogler. And we appreciate you being dressed this time.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. What? I'm never going to let it down. My name is Rochelle Vogler, for those of you who don't know, and as the VP of Membership and on behalf of our Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome you all to our new member and board buddies Erev Shabbat service, led by Rabbi Dana Magat and Cantor Leah Shafritz. After services, please join us for Kiddush, Hamotzi, and a very special and very yummy chocolate oneg in the Temple House. And feel free to stop by the gift shop, which is also open tonight. Today's oneg is sponsored by Sherry and Nat Cohen in honor of Jonah's bar mitzvah and the membership committee. Okay. So once again, Mazel Tov to Sherry and Nat on Jonah's bar mitzvah tomorrow morning at 10:30. And on Sunday at 9:30 a.m., don't miss our next Bagel and Speaker series with Rabbi Shelley Lewis, who'll discuss his 2021 book, Letters Home, a Jewish chaplain's Vietnam memoir, which tell of his military experience, as well as his 2013 book, Torah of Reconciliation, about the centrality of Judaism, that is the search for peace and reconciliation. Also on Sunday evening, Sisterhood will hold its next bingo night on Zoom at 7 o'clock, which is after the 49ers play the Cowboys. On Tuesday, please join the rabbi for his weekly chat at noon on Zoom. And on Wednesday, Rabbi will hold his Lunch and Learn Torah study also at noon on Zoom. Next week is International Holocaust Memorial Day, and there are a number of local events happening. On January 24th at 9:30 a.m. is the presentation to Ruth Litwin at County Center on 70 West Heading, and at 1 o'clock, Tamar Jacobs will receive a proclamation and speak at City Hall. From January 24th through January 27th, the Kinder Transport exhibit will be at the City Hall lobby. And on January 27th at 11 a.m., there will be a press event in front of City Hall with survivor speakers. The following Sunday, January 29th, starting at 1 o'clock, at the Levy campus in Los Gatos, Jewish Silicon Valley, is the next Jubilee. This annual event includes fabulous learning sessions all afternoon and includes yummy snacks and dinner. This year's theme is a celebration of the diversity of the Jewish culture, and in addition to many wonderful workshops, including Camp Shalom activities for kids K through 5, Rabbi Magat will be leading a panel discussion during the third breakout session. Please check the Jewish Silicon Valley website at jvalley.org for more information on the many interesting sessions as well as how to purchase tickets. Then after dinner, head back to Temple Emanu-El for game night from 6 to 9 p.m. The first weekend in February, we have amazing events planned. It starts on Friday evening, February 3rd, with a special Refugee Family Shabbat service, and that's at 7 o'clock, followed by a lovely docent-led Shabbat in Nature by Nancy at Skyline Ridge Open Space Preserve on Saturday morning, February 4th at 9 a.m. and culminates with our brand new Kletzner Corned Beef and Knishes event on Sunday, February 5th at 5 o'clock, featuring the wonderful sounds of the San Francisco Yiddish Combo, as well as a delicious deli spread straight from New York's Carnegie Deli, and homemade pickles. I was part of that. I was. Vegan and gluten-free options, believe it or not, are available too. So tickets are available online until January 31st. Please pre-register for all of our events online at templesanjose.org. Hope to see you all next Friday, January 27th, for our monthly Shabbat at Home service on Zoom at 6:30 p.m. And finally, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, the hardworking Temple staff, and the membership committee, I would like to extend our deep appreciation to all of our new members who joined in 2022. Many of you are here today. We are so very grateful that you've chosen Temple Emanu-El as your community, where each and every one of you brings something special to our congregation. A very special thanks as well to our board buddies who help our new members transition to the Temple community and feel welcomed. Creating a sense of belonging at Temple Emanu-El is a top priority and a guiding principle in all that we do. And we look forward to your continued engagement and participation in helping to make Temple Emanu-El an even better place. Shabbat Shalom.
We continue with Elena. I invite you, if you're able to please rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'tet gedula liotzer breshit, shehu note shamayim v'yoser aretz, umoshav yekaro b'shamayim hima'al, u'shchinatu zo begofhei meromim, hu Eloheinu ein od. Va'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה Adonai echad, u'shemo, u'shemo, u'shemo
before we read the names in our yard site list, I just wanted to share a little word about David Crosby, who died this week. For those of you that know, I'm into music. I love music. And one of the earliest bands when I was a kid was Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Then my two older brothers turned me on to. I loved Elton John. They said, Dana, you need to listen to something else. And there was just something very magical about Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. I remember the first time I actually saw them live. It was amazing. I bring this up because David had a lot of struggles in his life with alcohol abuse and other kinds of, let's just say, not great decisions in his life. But there was one constant, that was he was an artist, and he was someone that was able to transcend his own difficulties to make the world a better place. And I think it's a great reminder for all of us that we have that power too. Whatever our demons may be, whatever our pain may be, we have the ability to rise above that and to be our best selves. So I just wanted to shout out to David Crosby. On this Shabbat, we also think of those that are grieving the Shloshim, the 30-day period of mourning, and invite you, upon hearing any of your loved ones' names, to stand as a sign of your love and grief for your loved one. But we think of Janice Palmer, as well as those that are grieving the Shana, the first-year mourning for Henry Barsky, Richard Berryesse, Esther Burton, Ed Kahn, Eldon Chernas, Robert DeNike, Rhoda Edwards, Betty Fargo, Nessia Fistrom, Fritz Gottfeld, Jacqueline Hall, James Hayward, Gail Jacobs, Walter Jacobs, Laura Jacobson, Steve Koss, Sylvia Lazarus, Bobby Lebo, Bernie Levine, Miriam Mickey Present Looper, Rita Lauren, Emmanuel Marquis, Rochelle Marquis, Harvey Offenhartz, Thomas Parkins, Herman W. Poland, Gladys Popolo, Mitzi Sapper, Randy Shev, Judy Siegel, Norman Siegler, Dr. William Silen, Rabbi Marty Wiener. We also think of the following yard sites that we observe on this Shabbat as we think of Ben Atlas, Peta A. Bender, Mendel Bestner, Leela Cohen, Alan Danoff, Michael Bernard Ellman, Raymond Emmerich, Sam Fishback, Stuart Gans, Lawrence Goldberg, Nat Greenberg, Len Hackenberg, Nella Hoffman, David Holt, Mona Jacobs, Sam Covenant, Gertrude Leiter, Mary Leon, Marion Suni Levin, John Lukes, Francis Lutsky, Helen Malek, Lily Mayor, Zenik Mayo, Sam Marchuk, Alan Matiso, William Maderas Sr., Janet Moore, Stephen Penner, Maria Purr, Mildred Phillips, Alyssa M. Powell, Victor Ratner, Reva K. Richards, Rosa Liebrick Roy, Samuel Rubin, Eileen Rudin, Benjamin Shatton, Joseph Schwartz, Arnold Schaffritz, Harry E. Sloniker, Jack Smith, Rose Smith, Maurice Tucker, Sam Wasserman, Miriam Winter, Godard Wolf, Rose Zabinski, Elias Zasloff, Zichronam Livracha. May all the memories of our loved ones endure as a blessing as we all rise to recite together the ancient words of our mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash me'raba, be'alma divra chirutei v'amlich malchutei, b'chayachon of yomechon uv'chayei d'chol be'Yisrael, b'agalav uzman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach le'olam ulmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal shmei d'kudesha b'reichu, le'olam mikol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran ve'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlomo rabba mishamaya v'chayim aleinu v'akol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav v'yasei shalom aleinu v'akol Yisrael v'akol yishvei tevel v'imru amen. Please be seated.
Oseh shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yasa shalom, yasa shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yasa shalom, yasa shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yasa shalom, yasa shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yasa shalom, yasa shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam.
I guess we should have done turn, turn, turn by the birds. It just hit me. I should have brought that up. Oh, well. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So we invite you to go, if you can find your way to the Temple House. But don't worry, Jeff just stood up. Jeff is our leader, and Jeff will lead you to the Temple House. Just don't go into the construction zone, please. We don't have to dig you up later. Shabbat Shalom.